Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like this one. So do hit the subscribe button, do hit the like button, and do leave a comment. And the reason I said all three is before we get in, YouTube aren't changing their algorithm. And while a view is still a view, in terms of engagement is now regarded slightly higher. And engagement is either you hit the like button, you leave a comment, or best of all, you hit subscribe. And for those, 60% of you who are regular viewers, I get the data. I know who this is. You're regular viewers and you're yet to subscribe. Hit the button. It doesn't make any difference to you. It just goes in your feed. You can choose to watch or not, but it's there. But it really, really massively helps with the algorithm on the channel, and it keeps the channel going, keeps the lights on, if you will, so that we can continue to bring you stories like this. One of the questions that's being asked is, how near the end is Keir Starmer? Now, as far as I'm concerned, he's beyond saving. The vast majority of the people in this country want him gone, but he's got the people in his own party. And increasingly, the scale is going the other way. You had the Starmerites at the beginning and the anti-Starmers, but tip, the tipping point is gone. The backbenchers are all sitting, looking there thinking, bugger it, I'm getting one term and then I'm out. Anyone with a majority less than maybe 15,000 is sitting there thinking, I'm done. Policies are falling apart. They're actually achieving very little now. They know they're alienating everybody. And with the rise of other options, such as, for example, Corbyn, it may well be that the Labour Party dies under his watch. Is he one crisis away from a coup? Now, we know that there are several people interested. The three big ones, of course, are, in no particular order, Rayner, Streeting, and, of course, the King of the North, if you can call him that, Andy Burnham. Burnham's big problem is he has to become an MP first. But the other two are seen as highly likely contenders. God help us all. You've got an idiot, a moron, a woman who hasn't got a clue in the form of Rayner, or the embryo who's done nothing with his life in the form of Streeting. But the strategists are out. They've got their slide rules burning up in the heat. You have to dump them into buckets of water to cool down the slide rules as they're working out how to escape from the Chancellor's doom loop of tax rise after tax rise after tax rise. And as she does so, with every tax she increases, she sees the tax take reduce. And they've also got to crush the speculation about Starmer's ability to pull his party behind him into a coherent force. I think he's alienated so many on his own party that he can't. He's seen by many as a Blairite. He's seen as nowhere near the sort of person they need to lead. Ironically, he's so far to the left, he's a positive Marxist. It's just that the people who are on the left of the party don't realise this. But the Whitehall grapevine is echoing with words like Rayner and Streeting. Streeting in particular is seen as the only person so far who hasn't really screwed up badly in his role over the last 13 months. He's apparently a good communicator. Yes, he probably is, actually, to be fair, but it's just what he's saying is something that nobody wants to hear. The health department is regarded as being ticking along. No, it's not doing well. Far from it. It's doing badly. But it's ticking along. His big problem is he's got a nurses' strike being balloted for. He's got the doctors already on strike. And he's got the ancillary staff also having had their ballot looking to pull strikes. And so even though it's all tickety-boo and everything in the garden is rosy at the moment, it's about to go completely pear-shaped for him. That may well undercut him. I don't think he's got a chance of winning, though. I think he's got a very big battle ahead of him simply because of his inexperience and youthfulness, and also the fact that he just looks, well, a bit oleaginous and slimy, doesn't he? He's almost like a young, chubby Starmer, to be honest. He's too Blairite. He's another Blairite, and that's, I think, will stand against him. Now, other cabinet ministers, well, who have you got? None. They're all useless. They're all, without fail, useless. Lammy, don't make me laugh. Yvette Cooper, she failed under Blair. She's failing under Starmer. She hasn't got a clue. She won't face the press. Everything that she can do wrong, she is. And still, they come across the channel. Reeves, hardly worth talking about. We've all seen the effects of her decisions. And boy, is it going to get worse over the next few months. We're just moving into Omni Shambles October. But, you know, this position cannot change. Angela Rayner said to the NEC last month that announcements are not enough. People have to see real improvements in their lives soon. And the next 12 months will decide whether Labour wins a second term. That's what she said to the NEC. They must be looking at her and thinking, Angela, are you not paying attention? The next election has already been lost. It's gone. There's no way back. Now, of course, Angela Rayner didn't say it, but the logical consequence of her statement is that if Starmer doesn't turn things around, it's over and he's done. But there's already a lot of people thinking he's already over and he's done. The gossip is that it's going to be an October coup. It doesn't kill its leaders. It doesn't like killing its leaders. It doesn't do what the Tories do. Famously, the Tories always say the opposition stand in front of you, but the enemy is behind. And look at Thatcher, never lost an election, never lost a vote, never lost anything, and was still ousted. But are they waiting? Are they waiting for him to fall under a bus? Well, that bus could be the conference. There could be a vote of confidence. That's the only way of getting him out, is a vote of confidence at conference. And there's a lot saying that that's exactly what is going to come. The Whitehall fan club for streeting is kind of pushing for it. Rayner's now got her power base. I think maybe Burnham will have to wait a year. So maybe he's hoping that Starmer hangs on a little bit longer. But he undoubtedly wants the leadership. But, you know, it's there. If Rayner still looked like she's going to be a shoo-in, it would suit her for him to go quickly. She could then get in, rechange everything, set it out, go, right, it's a new me, it's a new start, it's a new me, you know, and do that thing. And then lead Labour on to a spectacular defeat in 2029. I don't see Rayner lasting till 2029. But, and the big but is Diane Abbott. No, the big but is, if they tried ousting Starmer, would his ego allow it? Would he go for a general election? It's his decision. He only has to go to the king and ask for it. I think he would. Wow. Thanks very much. If you've made it to this far, brilliant. And if you have made it this far and you're not subscribed, hit the button. Thanks very much. Bye.